Raider Nation, what's going on? You're watching the Raiders Report. Today's show, the 6th dumbest Madden 20 rankings for the Oakland Raiders. I'm going with 6 because someone must have butt-chugged a bunch of 6-pack of beers because these rankings are ass. I mean, look at this. The Los Angeles Chargers, 85 overall. The Chiefs, 84. The Broncos, 81. The Raiders, 80. You're telling me the Broncos better than the Raiders? That one's tuck rule. Tuck that. But we're going to go 6-1 in the rankings that just drove me from the least crazy to the most crazy. Number 6, it's Darren Waller. His overall rating is a 68 overall. Now, sure, Gruden has said that he's been one of the best kept secrets. Maybe somebody needs to tell Madden that this Darren Waller guy is actually pretty good. Now, let's say this. Okay, Mitch, he was drafted in the 6th round. He was a wide receiver. He hasn't proven anything. Okay, but then you're going to tell me that Darren Waller, who's going to be the Raiders starting tight end, is the 4th best tight end on the roster. And not only is he the 4th best tight end, but he's that much worse than Luke Wilson or Derek Carrier or Foster Moreau. Like, Darren Waller being a 68 overall, let's say you can argue it, but you can't argue a 68 overall for the tight end who's going to start on our team, and then you give Luke Wilson a 75, a Derek Carrier 69, Foster Moreau 69. If Luke Wilson is a 75, Darren Waller is at worst a 76. That's all I'm saying. So I'm going to ask everybody this entire show. Let's say you guys are doing the Madden ratings, okay? What should Darren Waller be rated on Madden? 0 to 100. His rating is 68, but I want to hear from the nation. So if you're watching on YouTube, Facebook, you better be commenting on this show because I am heated after these rankings came out. Let's go to number 5 on my list. It's Chris Warren. Chris Warren is rated a 60 overall. That is 13 skill points lower than DeAndre Washington. 13 lower than DeAndre Washington. Let me just say that again. And he is rated as the worst running back in the AFC West. I went and I looked at every single running back in the AFC West. These were the worst 5 running backs, okay? Detrez Newsome, 63. Darrel Williams, 63. Boobie Williams, he's not even on the Chiefs anymore. He was released, better than Chris Warren. Troymaine Pope, 61. And then Chris Warren at 60. There is no way that Chris Warren is the worst running back in the AFC West. Now, I give Chris Warren more crap than anyone, and I know that. But sometimes tough love is something that you need to do. So what should Chris Warren's rating be on Madden? If you're telling me DeAndre Washington is 73, no way. There is no way Chris Warren is a 60. There is no way that the running back that led the preseason last season with 292 rushing yards is the worst running back in the AFC West. You can't tell me it. So comment below, what should Chris Warren's rating be? I want to hear from the nation. And if you guys want to know what I think, because I give Chris Warren more crap than anyone, hit me up on IG or Twitter at MitchellRenz365. I want to give a special shout out to today's sponsor, MyBookie. Use my promo code GORaiders for 100% deposit bonus. Chatsports.com/Raiders. Do you guys like Raiders football? I would hope so. Do you like the NFL? Betting on the NFL? I would imagine so. So use my promo code Go Raiders for 100% deposit bonus. It's chatsports.com/Raiders. And if you need help getting set up, slide to my DMs at MitchellRenz365, and I will literally walk you through the process. And I want to give a special shout out to Kelly. Kelly, she signed up, and if you guys want to get a shout out, all you got to do, sign up with MyBookie, just like Kelly did. So if you want to get that hookup, DM me a football, okay? Just like Kelly did. So DM me a football on IG or Twitter at MitchellRenz365, and if you want to get the shout out on the show. So we're talking Madden, and I don't know if you guys know this, but I'm wearing a TECMO Bowl t-shirt. So shout out to Raider Nation Store on IG for hooking me up with this t-shirt. But what's the better video game? Type T for TECMO Bowl or type M for Madden? I'm really, really curious as to, I'll be honest, I never played TECMO Bowl. Sorry, but I have played Madden. But if I could play with Bo Jackson and Madden, I would love to see what his rating would be, because I would guess it's probably 99 overall. All right, let's keep the show rolling here. We're going to number 4 on the list. It's TAHIR Whitehead. His overall rating is a 76 overall. This dude has had 3 straight seasons with over 100 tackles. 3 straight years with over 100 tackles, and the best that you're going to give him is 76 overall. Like, in context, Vontaze Burfict is also a 76, which is why I put that on here. So look at this, okay? The last 3 years, 126 tackles. 2017, 110 tackles. 2016, 132 tackles. That is an average of 122 tackles a season. Why am I about to compare that? to Jacobs Brown of the Chargers because he was rated a 75 overall, and his career high, is 97 tackles, or an average of 83. So you're telling me a player that's averaged 122 tackles compared to a player that's averaged 83 tackles are only 1 point apart. What is a linebacker supposed to do? Tackle. So, absolute BS. So what should TAHIR Whitehead's overall rating on Madden be this year? As you guys can tell, I'm triggered. I'm not happy about it, and I want the nation to rise up and tell Madden what's going on. So what should TAHIR Whitehead's rating be on Madden? So comment below, and if you want to know what I think, hit me up. All right, so here are the 3 players that I started off with. Darren Waller, 68 overall, joke. Chris Warren, 60 overall, absolute joke. And TAHIR Whitehead, 76 overall. Hold my beer, Madden, because you guys are just making up absolute BS. So here's the 3 players. Now let's get into my top 3 most dumb ratings on Madden. 78 overall, it's Trent Brown, rated as the 13th best right tackle in the league. I've had a bunch of people say, well, look at this, Mitch. Now you know that Trent Brown has been overpaid because he's ranked 13th best right tackle in the league. If that's the argument you're going to give me, this is what I want you to do. I want you to block me on Twitter because I don't even want to hear your BS. Now, his run blocking is 76 overall. His pass blocking is 81 overall. Trent Brown is the highest paid lineman in NFL history. Now, some of you may argue that, sure, maybe he did get overpaid a little bit. He was supposed to protect Carr's blind side. Then they moved him to right tackle. They moved him to right tackle because it's a better fit with the team because Colt Miller is a left tackle. So Trent Brown being rated 78 overall and the 13th best right tackle in the NFL makes me absolutely sick. So what should Trent Brown be rated on Madden? Guess what? Today's theme is me going off because these ratings on Madden are absolute joke and the nation needs to be heard. So what should Trent Brown be rated on Madden? Because Madden has him rated as a 78 overall. Now, I want to give a special shout out to some of the people who have helped me here at the Raiders Report. They've entered a tournament, and I'm not going to tell you what the tournament is because, I want you to slide in my DMs. So shout out to these 5 people for entering my tournament. And if you guys want to go up against me and other people in the nation, this is what I want you to do. I want you to DM me a smiley face if you want to DM my tournament. Now, why am I doing a random tournament? Well, I want to be able to do something in the off season to create a little bit of competition, and you guys always say that you're smarter than me. So if you really think you're smarter than me and you want to prove it, and hey, if you win, you're going to win some money. So DM me a smiley face if you want to enter my tournament. All right, number 2 on my list is Johnathan Abram, rated as a 69 overall. This is the only time that I will say 69 is not a good number. He is ranked the 43rd strong safety on Madden. Obi Melifonwu is rated a 72 overall. Give me a break. Now, here are the rookie Madden ratings for the Oakland Raiders. Cleveland Ferrell's at 74. Josh Jacobs is at 74. Johnathan Abram at 69. Trayvon Mullen at 69. Okay, but then you're going to tell me, no offense to Hunter Renfrow. I like Hunter Renfrow, but 70 overall, he was drafted 149 overall. He should not be ranked higher than Johnathan Abrams and Trayvon Mullen. That should not happen. Also not listed on here is Quentin Bell at 61 overall. He was drafted 230 overall. Like, Quentin Bell at 61, okay. Hunter Renfrow at 70. That is such a ridiculous, jump. But I really want to focus on Johnathan Abram. And the comparison is with Obi. Like, how are you going to tell me, Madden, that a player that the Raiders literally cut the year before is a 72 overall and Johnathan Abrams is a 69? Like, tackling, you're telling me Obi Melifonwu is a better tackle than Johnathan Abram? Give me a break. He's not a better zone coverage. Hit power. If Johnathan Abram is an 88, or if Obi's an 86 in hit power, Johnathan Abram should be 188. Awareness. There is no way that Johnathan Abram and Obi have the same awareness. I watched Obi pick his butt in daisies. Obi would be playing right field if he was on a Little League team, because that guy has no clue what is going on. So what should Johnathan Abrams' rating be on Madden? Because it's not 69. Sorry, it is absolutely not 69. And the thing that I'm sick and tired of people telling me is that Madden gives rookies lower ratings. Why? You're telling me a rookie has never made an impact in the NFL right away? Because then I would tell you to look at what Ezekiel Elliott did in 2016. I would tell you what Kareem Hunt did in 2017. Heck, I would tell you to look at what Saquon Barkley has done in 2018. Rookies come in and make an impact. So if your only argument is that rookies should be rated lower just because they're rookies, that's dumb. Absolutely dumb. Let's go to number 1 on my list. It's Josh Jacobs. Spoiler alert. 74 overall. Josh Jacobs is a 74 overall. Okay. You're telling me he's the 4th best running back on our team? No, sorry, he's not. You're telling me he's the 10th best running back in the AFC West? No, Josh Jacobs is not. I understand he only had 299 career touches at Alabama, and I understand he was a backup to Damian Harris at Alabama. But Josh Jacobs was drafted in the first round, the best running back in this year's class. Go back and look at running backs drafted in the first round of the NFL the last few years. Guess what? They've done pretty well. So here are the Madden's 20 ratings for Raiders running backs. Isaiah Crowell is a 79. Hopefully you're playing with injuries off. Doug Martin, 78. Jalen Richard, 75. I'm actually okay with the ratings of Crowell, Martin, Richard, and DeAndre Washington. You want to put them at 73, 75, 78, and 79? I'm okay with it. But you can't tell me that Josh Jacobs is only 74. There's no way. There's no way. At least to me, it's 82, 83 I would give Josh Jacobs. I don't care that he's a rookie. He's better than those four players on that list. And then when I really went crazy is when Madden said that Austin Eckler is an 82 overall. Damian Williams is an 80 overall. Royce Freeman, 75 overall. These running backs are not better than Josh Jacobs. Then you want to tell me that Justin Jackson is that close to Josh Jacobs, the third string running back on the Chargers? Come on, guys. This is just absolutely ridiculous to me. So what should Josh Jacobs be rated on Madden? He's the last player I'm going to ask you to rate. There was a lot of ratings, but I'm telling you right now, the nation needs to be heard. And you guys are always like, oh, the media hates the Raiders. After seeing these Madden rankings, I'm starting to believe you guys. So here are the dumbest Madden 20 ratings out there. Darren Waller at 68 overall. Chris Warren at 60 overall. TAHIR Whitehead, who's had 3 straight years of 100 tackles, at 76 overall. Trent Brown, the 13th rated right tackle on Madden at 78. Johnathan Abram, the only time I'll say 69 is bad overall. And then Josh Jacobs, the 10th best running back according to Madden, with 74 overall. So which of those rankings or ratings is the absolute dumbest? I want to know from you guys. Is it a player that I didn't even mention? So which Madden 20 rating is the absolute dumbest? I want you to comment below if you're watching on YouTube and if you're watching on Facebook. And make sure you guys subscribe to the #1 Raiders channel on YouTube at youtube.com/Raiders Report. Raider Nation, what's going on? Is this the #1 Raiders channel on YouTube? For Chucky Heads, believe it, baby. And if you haven't already, subscribe right here. I'm giving you Chucky Heads news, rumors, Raider Nation rumors, and look at this. I'm making your life easier. Check out my next video. Thanks for watching, and go Raiders.